How is DNA evidence preserved in cold cases? Imagine a crime scene, years after the fact, where a small piece of evidence holds the key to solving a mystery. How is that DNA evidence preserved so it can still be useful today? Let's break it down. The preservation of DNA evidence in cold cases starts right at the crime scene. Investigators collect biological materials like blood, skin cells, or hair. They use techniques that minimize the risk of contamination. This is vital because any outside DNA can compromise the evidence. Once the evidence is collected, it needs to be handled with care. If the biological material is wet, it must be dried quickly. Moisture can break down DNA and lead to microbial growth. For items like blood-soaked clothing, they are either dried immediately or stored in special containers at low temperatures. This helps slow down any degradation until they can be properly dried. After drying, the evidence is stored in controlled environments. These places have low humidity and stable temperatures to prevent heat, light, or moisture from damaging the DNA. Proper storage is essential for keeping the evidence intact for future analysis. Agencies that manage cold case evidence follow strict protocols. They wear gloves and use sterile tools to avoid contamination. Each piece of evidence is packaged separately and cataloged carefully. This helps maintain a chain of custody, which is crucial for legal proceedings. With advancements in DNA technology, even small amounts of DNA can now be analyzed. This includes touch DNA, which can be collected from surfaces that someone may have touched. Because of this, preserving even minimal biological evidence is important. Many jurisdictions have created guidelines and grant programs to support the retention of biological evidence from unsolved cases. When DNA profiles are generated from this evidence, they can be entered into national databases like the Combined DNA Index System. This helps law enforcement identify suspects by matching profiles with known individuals. In summary, preserving DNA evidence in cold cases involves careful collection to avoid contamination, drying wet samples quickly, and storing evidence in controlled environments. Strict protocols ensure the chain of custody is maintained, and periodic reviews allow for retesting with improved methods. These practices keep biological evidence valuable for testing, even years after the original crime, giving law enforcement a chance to solve cold cases that were once thought unsolvable.